Hello YouTube. Today I'm going to be doing the daily Bugle room from TryHackMe.com. It's a interesting room. According to the description, I'm supposed to escalate my privileges by taking advantage of Yum, but I actually found another way of getting root. So let's get started. Um, I've started the machine already. This is my IP. Let's nmap it, see what we're working with. Nmap-sv, give it my IP address and run it. While that is running, I will open up a Burp Suite window so I can have a look at the website itself, because this is a website according to the description. We'll wait for this to open. Yep, next, start Burp Suite. Okay, nmap is done. There's SSH, Apache, HTTPD, and MariaDB. So we have a web server running. Let's access the web server by opening the browser. In the meantime, I will run GoBuster on the thing. GoBuster. Right, that's the website. Let me give it the IP address, access it in the meantime. Run GoBuster -u http. Give it the IP address and word list. Let's do, yes, my word list user share. I like using seg lists. It should be in discovery, web content. I like to use common.txt. Now, I've already done it. I've already done the GoBuster scan. So let me just show you what the result of that was. Yep, so I have all of this. There's an administrator login page and all of these other things. Let's have a look and see what this website is made with. Get basic information from this. So let's look at administrator, see what we're working with. It's a Joomla site. So the CMS is Joomla. Let's look up Joomla then. So Joomla, and Hacktricks is a nice resource for most things. So I like to consult Hacktricks and go from there. Wait for this to load. In the meantime, let's look at the request, I guess. This is basic Joomla stuff. If there's Joomla, there has to be PHP, because that is what it's built on. And if there's PHP, we get to run a PHP reverse shell. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's wait for this to load. It's taking a while. There we go. Yes, Joomla Hacktricks. Okay, administrator manifests files joomla.xml. You'll get a list of files inside the root folder, which is interesting, and version of Joomla. Let's actually have a look at that. I don't think this will be accessible, but it's worth a shot. Get rid of that extra // that worked for some reason. Okay, I'm not gonna complain, it worked. So we got the version number here, Joomla 3.7. Anything else over here? No. We have readme license web.config. Well, we have a version number, so let's look that up, see if we can find any CVEs, any exploits. 3.7.0. Forgot to search. Oh well, it came up anyway. Joomla com fields SQLi injection. Now, I tried the SQL map thing, but it took a long while to return anything. Instead, what I did was look up the CVE. So that's CVE 2017-8917. And try to look for some GitHub repository that gave me something that I could execute. Yep, GitHub. We have this. So we have a simple Python file, and it's the same SQLi injection vulnerability. So I decided I'll use this. So what I did was git clone it. Let's open up the split view. I git cloned it, and I have my file here, exploit-joomla. So if I go inside that directory, I have a Python file. If I run it, joomla.py, it requires a URL, which we can give. So joomla.py, HTTP, and the IP address. Okay, let that run for a bit, and if everything works, which it seems like it is working, it found a table, and it found a user. Fun. We have our hash. So I copy the hash, and well, I put it inside hash. So if I cat hash, I have that exact same hash. I just put it inside. Now, if I were to run John or any other password cracker you may have, hashcat also works. I've already run John, so I can just run John show hash, and this is the password. So now I can use this along with the username, which is Jonah, in my login. So Jonah, and the password is Spiderman123. Wonderful, it worked. Now we're in. The next step to all of this is to simply upload a reverse shell. So the easiest way to do that is go to extensions, templates, edit one of the pages in the templates. There should be PHP code that can be directly edited. So I will do just that. I will go to index.php, wait for this to load. Yep, there's PHP over here, and I can directly edit it. So I will just remove all of this PHP because we don't need it. Start up a netcat listener. Open a new tab, nice and clean. LBP. Let's give it a random port 1234, and I will look up my PHP reverse shell. So PHP reverse shell, pentest monkey. I usually use pentest monkey for all of this. Pentest monkey has good reverse shells for PHP, not really any reverse shell. I also tried the thing from rev.shells, but it didn't work, so I had to use the bigger reverse shell instead. I do not know why it's not loading quickly, but it should. Okay, yes. Pentest monkey. I will simply copy the reverse shell and paste it in index.php. Paste it there. Okay, now all I have to do is change my IP address. Should be the IP in the VPN. Paste it, save it. Now we switch to our netcat listener, and if I go to the page, I'll get a shell. Now I just need to upgrade my shell to something I can use. So which Python, and I have Python, so I go python-c import pty.spawn bin bash. Great. I'll also set my terminal to xterm, so that way I can clear things and it will work. Wonderful. Okay, now we only need our user.txt and root.txt. So let's look at what users we have. Cat etc password. Okay, we have root, obviously. We also have J Jameson. Now I wasn't able to log in to J Jameson with Spiderman123 as a password, so instead I simply uploaded linpeas. If I go to the temp directory, and if I open up linpeas, that is, I start a HTTP server, and then call shell my IP address, which is this, linpeas.sh to linpeas.sh. Now keep in mind, I did already download linpeas, so I have it in here already. But to get linpeas, you can simply go to GitHub, search for linpeas. Linpeas, it's over here. I put the links in the video description so you can easily access it. Okay, we've got linpeas. Now let me run linpeas. sh linpeas.sh. Now the exploit I came across was very simple, and it was the first thing linpeas reported, which is this CVE. This is called the Pwnkit exploit, and if I simply compile and publish it to, or like if I download it to the shell I have and run it, I get root very simply. So I will wait for this to finish first. Meanwhile, I've already downloaded the Pwnkit thing. It's yes, and this is the executable. If I look for the, I do not know why start page is so slow today. Might be because of the VPN. Yes, okay, Pwnkit. Which one did I install or download? I've used this before, but this time I used Pwnkit, the GitHub repository. I'm sure I'll find it. Pwnkit. GitHub self-contained exploit. There we go. This is the one I used this time. They provide an executable already, so that's neat for me. I simply copy the executable outside the directory and I use curl just like I did last time. -l my IP address, pwn, and output it to pwn. Now if I simply, well, I make it executable first, and then if I run pwn, oh, I didn't, oh, I didn't, I shouldn't have put the colon here. Let's copy that again, paste it there, and then chmod +x pwn, then run it. I got my root shell. As you can see, I am root. So all I have to do now is go to the home directory, jjameson, cd home jjameson ls, and I have my user.txt. And if I go to my root directory, ls root.txt. So simple room. I don't think this was the intended way of getting in. They say something about taking advantage of yum. Let me exit this root shell so I can try and see what that is about. There's yum. I have access to yum. Okay. So let's see what that is. Yum version 3.4.3. Yum 3.4.3 exploit. Well, I should have searched for GTFO bins, but I'm sure this will work too. It just needs to find it. Well, it's taking its time. Let me reload that again. Okay, yes, related. Yes, GTFO bins. Just what I was looking for. It can download remote files. That's not required. Do I have a set UID bit? Stat user bin yum. No, but it's owned by root. Okay. I do not know. Let's see. Vulnerabilities. Yum. I want privilege escalation. I don't have sudo as this user because I am Apache. I don't have access to jjameson. I haven't figured out how to do that. Let's see. 9.8. Yum does not properly handle metadata. The denial of service. That's not what we want. A directory traversal. Well, account creation, privilege escalation. That's not. Well, Joomla, we've already finished that stage of things. Base URL yum 3.4.3. Nothing. Okay, there's nothing here. I don't know why there's nothing there. There should be something there. Well, okay. One method we could try is installing a package that we create using this little thing we have, and seeing what we can do with it. The content does not have to be an RPM file. File we downloaded it and randomly create a directory in var temp. Okay, let us see what we can do with that. So I will create a simple file called exploit.rpm, but it will be a bash script. So give it the shebang, bin bash, and simply run. What can we run? Well, I guess we can just simply run bash. Yes, let us try that. Oh, wait, instead bash dash b. Okay, let us try and yum install http and then the file exploit.rpm. I need to be root. I can't do that. Okay, so I do not know how to exploit the yum thing, but okay. But we have an alternate method of getting root, and this would be it, the Pwnkit exploit. So that has been the Daily Bugle, and I will see you in the next video.